Just like that. I swear 30 seconds goes by so fast. Denise, we need some music. We need some new music. We need some intro music. We need some music. We need some music.
What's the vibe?
I don't know. The few people that I've talked about it, I've said,
Let the
you
spirit lead you.
you pick, right? Like you pick. How does it feel to you? You pick, right? That's how we got the track we got now, but we gotta we gotta get some new music. And I just keep thinking like it's gonna magically show up and it doesn't magically show up. So I'm putting it
Okay,
out.
cool.
We need some music. Just a little 30-second track is all we need. So
30 seconds.
yeah, we need some music.
I'll start working on it. Hopefully I can have it done by end of March. I could probably have it done before then, because guess who's got time? Me. I have time.
Are you taking this time to like really explore and like not be fucking afraid? Like are you enjoying this time?
Yes, no.
Oh no.
It's like, yes, because it's like, I finally get to do all these things. And I'm like, starting these new projects and stuff like that, making more music, being more experimental. I'm gonna be auditioning for Broadway on Thursday, y'all, to be a part of the ensemble cast for Aladdin. So y'all put some good energy and prayers out there for me. That's where I got my makeup done. Because I was doing my own little headshots. I had to do my little makeshift headshot. So I was working on that. But yeah, so I feel this freedom, but then I also feel like this weird, like almost like I'm being irresponsible too at the same time. Like, aren't you supposed to be working a job? Aren't you supposed to be making sure that you have the income?
You
Aren't
should.
you like, yeah, you should be applying for jobs right now. And I'm not going to.
Good
I
for you.
tried.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. I am so fucking excited for you. Like I have not been this excited for somebody to fucking fired in so long.
Right.
Somebody to lose their job, even when you get a severance and you know that, hey, like it's okay, right? Like I'm gonna be okay for a little bit. Like it's not like they're kicking me out and I can't get shit, right? Like and tomorrow I'm gonna be homeless. But you said something maybe like in the last year or two, and you had said something one night in a conversation about how you've seen me as a woman just like fucking go and make it work. You don't have to work for somebody else. Of course, it's always easier to work for somebody else. There's so much safety and security in working for somebody else. But so many times, I mean, I wouldn't be in that position if I wasn't pushed out of the fucking nest, right? I couldn't just go get a job as fast as I needed to go get a job and get some money into this house. I had to go do what I knew I could do. And so often we just get stuck in these comfortable places because it's what we know. It's what we do.
Yeah.
It's supposed to do. Like you're supposed to be at a job Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Like how dare you take a fucking day off? How dare you PTO? But your energy was not afraid when you told us that you got laid off. And I was so excited for you because I knew that whatever the fuck is supposed to happen, this is going to be the time where like your feet are going to hit that ground and it's up. Like it has to, because this is the time where you're given this opportunity, whether you think it is or not, given the opportunity to step out on yourself. People don't get the opportunity to do, and then fear will stop you from even looking over the ledge, right? And seeing if it's possible. So I'm so excited.
Thanks, Nikki. I need to hear that because like it is so hard because I'm realizing I thought I was like, yes, I'm gonna finally have this time and I'm gonna take advantage of it. And I have been.
Right.
But I didn't realize how much of this is requiring me to reprogram and rewire my brain to what is normal. And that is something I did not anticipate. And so that's something that I'm like constantly, I'm like, I literally put on affirmations like probably every other day or so. I'm going to start doing it every day, where I just play these affirmations, like entrepreneur affirmations or just affirmations in general, of just like encouraging myself to believe these things, and like really truly take it in, because it does like take a lot to like really bet on yourself. And so like, I'm like, yo, I'm really betting on myself right now. Like as a 38-year-old woman, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go do this thing. Like I'm going to go against the grain, but it's like, it's who I've always been. I've always been a go against the grain person. So it only makes sense. And I've always like, it always comes to this moment that I'm in right now where it's like, what are you going to do? And you could do the logical thing right now.
Yeah.
You could do the logical thing right now.
Nice and safe.
Nice and safe.
Safe.
And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But I know that that's not where my heart is. Like I started maybe week 3. Week 3 or maybe week 2, I like took a call with a recruiter. And the night before, I stayed up the entire night working on my stuff. I did not go to sleep till like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I had to be on a call with them at like 9. And I got on that call and I realized before the call, I was like, I don't fucking want to do this. And I was like, I was there, but I wasn't there. I didn't give a shit. I was like, I don't want to do this. And I like applied to some stuff that same week, and it was like making me like kind of sick. Like, and I was just like, I can't do it. I'm at that point. I'm at the I can't do it point.
Wow.
I'm physically like, it was the same thing I felt when I was feeling like I have to leave Austin and find the infrastructure for the sound that I make. Like I have to, like, I realized Austin is not a place for R&B. Like the infrastructure isn't there. Like the venues aren't there specifically to build that up, and all the things that you need to create a community for fans to be like meeting in, it wasn't there. Now, if you make some blues or some folk or some jazz, like some rock, indie rock, you're in a good spot. You know what I mean? Like the venues are there. The infrastructure is there for that. And so I was like, I could try to build this myself. And that's going to take years to do.
Right.
Which I don't have.
Right.
On top of like, is the demographic even there outside of the infrastructure? No.
It's a struggle. I couldn't even call that. Like R&B movement has definitely blown back up locally. Like in terms, you get all these R&B, like these trap R&B. Like everybody has an R&B night now. Like everybody's doing R&B at least once a week minimum. But I don't. If what you're talking about, I don't know. I don't know if that Austin has returned since COVID. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, this is like 10 years ago.
Right.
So what this is now, and I said it'd probably take about 10 years. This is literally what I said. It'd probably take about 10 years to build the infrastructure for like R&B. Yeah. I don't have 10 years to build that. Right. And then that's still just the beginning stages of it. And so I was just like, I got to move. So I was like, I moved to Houston, and then 9 months later, I was in New York. And so, yeah, and I had a full-time job with benefits. My first little full-time job with benefits. I'm like, first out of college doing my thing. And I'm like, I can go get checked up on. I got insurance. I live by myself. I live alone. That whole thing. And, but I just kept on calling off because I was like, I wanted to quit and I didn't know how to quit. And I knew if I kept calling off that they would have to fire me, like basically. And then I was like, no, I don't want to be fired. I want to quit. So I called in and I was like, I quit. I'm moving on to pursue my efforts in music. And it sounds crazy because I don't know what I'm going to do. And I have nothing lined up and nothing planned. Yeah.
Did it though, but you didn't. And I almost wore your shirt tonight. I was gonna wear your shirt tonight. I was going to, but I was like, no, my skin's irritated today. Let me just, I need to like let my shit soak in before I ruin another shirt. But I almost thought about it because I don't know. I admire that so much. And you know, as somebody who had children so young, there was just so much shit I just couldn't do, right? Like, even if I mean, I probably could have if I really wanted to, but that's not how I lived, right? Like, it was always them shit first and me, I'll get to me eventually. So being able to pull the trigger like that and just fucking leave home, not just once, not just twice, you know, but a couple times, like picked up and went somewhere else, rerouted, but at the same time, never didn't stop. You know, I think that had you stayed here, you probably wouldn't be happy. You probably would not be happy if you were still in Austin. New York has suited you so well, and has so well. And you're going to do a Broadway audition. Like, that wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So I admire you for trusting yourself. I admire you for stepping out on a ledge. I admire you for getting strength from whatever source that you get it from to let you know I don't have to freak out. I don't have to crash out. I don't have to be fucking worried. Like, of course, I might still be a little bit worried, but I know I can do this. I can to go back to work. I can figure this out. Like, this is my time.
You know, it's crazy. I remember, like, whenever I had, like, almost got into a car accident and everything, because I was that stressed about making the decision in Austin. It was not easy. I had my buddies there. I had a community there. It wasn't like I was leaving some places to people that I don't know, don't care about. Like, I was leaving people that, like,
Everybody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm saying all that to say this, that I was so stressed out. I almost got into a car accident. And I remember just being like, it was raining one day and I saw this double rainbow and I took that as a sign. I was like, that's the sign I need.
Okay.
That is it. I'm going to be fine. You know, like, and so it's just like me trusting myself, me trusting God, and being some kind of confident or crazy. I don't know which one is which. And we're going to get to it tonight because we're talking about the pros and cons of confidence.
But, you know, and ironically, this conversation doesn't have anything to do with confidence or ego, but I definitely think that it's super important to have conversations like this, because this is where, you know, just strength in self and strength in ability, like, that's where this comes from. So when you suggested this as a topic tonight, of course, I first go to ego, because so oftentimes, you know, that's like the con, right? Of, and I don't even want confidence, and we'll talk about that, but, you know, to be able to give somebody flowers, to be able to receive flowers, to be able to even smell the flowers, like, you definitely have some confidence in you to be able to do all of those things, you know. So even necessarily on topic, it very much is just that, because you can't do what you're trying to do without some of that, you know. And as the next business, or starting new entrepreneurship, or jumping out of the nest, or was pushed out of the nest, like, confidence definitely has to be a part of that. You got to have some, that's for damn sure. Welcome back. Are you good?
Welcome back, Q.
Teamed up, everything's
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I can't guarantee it.
He's definitely gone for a little minute too. So we were just talking about, I don't know if you heard what we were talking about, but, you know, we were just,
I caught the tail end of it.
Yeah, just, you know, just the beauty that is, you know, Denise.
I think Denise she still would have been happy in Austin too.
Do what?
I said she still would have been happy in Austin too.
I mean, you know, you say that because you're being selfish.
Partially, but the other part is Denise and her flower childness. It works well in Austin.
Well, of course. Now I think Denise is frozen. She ain't moved at all in a couple seconds.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But I'm good. There she goes. She's definitely frozen.
Some stuff going. What was the other part? What was the other part you were saying?
You know, I was just, you know, we were just talking about how this particular topic, pros and cons to confidence. You know, I just wanted to give Denise a bunch of flowers, man, and let her know I admire her for going out on a limb and not being afraid of her situation right now.
Well, see, okay.
There has to be a level of confidence, to step out on a limb and trust yourself and not be scrambling, trying to hurry up and find another job just to do it, because she talked about having to challenge herself of normalizing, you should be working, you should be looking for a job, you're supposed to be at a job, and she's had to like turn that off a little bit, and start thinking other thoughts and utilizing the time as the opportunity that it truly is, in my opinion, to focus on passion, to focus on yourself.
So the other thing that I said this on the radio station too. Dang, I'm still lagging. I don't know what's up.
You sound okay to me. But...
Yeah, it might sound. It's just a lag. God, I hate it. I may just have to start using my phone. But I said this on the radio when we was on the radio too. Even with I was talking about what was I talking about? We were talking about free thinkers, but it applies for confidence as well. That's something else that also takes practice and experience.
Sure.
If you don't practice being confident, if you don't practice making moves, then it's going to be a very hard thing to do. So I would jump out and make the statement that had Denise not started practicing stepping out there, then she probably wouldn't be doing this audition now. But it's a process. She started stepping out when it came to her music and when it came to producing and when it came to doing songs and doing videos and doing all of these things. When you're doing first things that you haven't really done before, it takes practice to build that confidence. And there's even a practice and an experience. There's also an experience. Like if you don't get experienced into stepping into places that you've never been before, it becomes a very hard thing to do.
Sure.
So even if you're doing something else, so even if she's never auditioned for Broadway before, yeah, that's kind of crazy, could be scary thing. But I do know what it feels like to step out in areas that I've never stepped out on before. So that confidence in itself will travel over into the next thing, into the next thing, into the next thing. Everything is related. You have to, you got to practice it. That's why I tell people, even in relationships, you want to talk about what you're going to do when you get in a relationship. But I'm like, no, you need to practice right now.
Right.
Practice with your friend relationships. Practice with your family dynamics. Practice with your siblings.
Right.
How are you working on your conflict resolution with the people that you do have relationships with? Because don't think you're going to get into a romantic relationship and then everything going to change all of a sudden. No, it's not. Use your opportunities to work on yourself now.
Amen.
Areas that you can.
That is so good. Repetition builds confidence. That's what I heard you say. Repetition builds confidence. And I think that is so true. Too. I listen to a lot of Kobe. I listen to a lot of Kobe.
Is it pressure when you take the last shot? He was like, no, ain't no pressure. He's like, whatever I do, I've practiced it thousands and thousands of times in the gym. So if I take the last shot, I'm gonna make it or I miss it. This is something that I've practiced over and over and over. Right. If I miss it, the shot just didn't go in. And I'll be ready for the next game. But his confidence came with repetition. It came with doing it over and over in the gym.
That is so good.
Just think about every single element in life that repetition builds confidence, right? Like, because I was thinking about this when Denise had suggested the topic earlier. I was like, damn, confidence, the pros and cons to confidence. And I think about, all of my years I spent as a teenager, as a young woman, definitely not having the same level of confidence about myself in any way then as I do now, right? But I've been practicing who I am for a very long time now, right? Back then, I think it was all just trial and error, and certainly letting other sounds come in and affect, what happens. But practicing it, that's a great way to paint that, having to practice those skills, or just experience or season or exposure to, or, because you only know what you know. And I think that's why a lot of times you have insecurities, or you have inferiority issues, or you have, lack of confidence issues, because you haven't been exposed to XYZ. So I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to treat it. I feel like, and then that's where I think ego eventually crawls in somewhere, but I'll stop for there.
Do you remember the very first time we went on live with Freethinkers?
Say that again. Do I remember the first time?
The first time, yeah. The very first time we went live on Freethinkers.
I mean, I probably do, yeah.
I remember it was a lot of I don't even know if we actually got it all the way done, because we kept having some issues. Technical issues.
Always sound issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even the first time that we did a Freethinkers in person, when we branched off from Meeting of the Minds.
Yeah.
I had nerves there. I definitely had some nerves there. It was different. Like, that's a whole different thing.
Wow, that's so good. I'm so glad y'all put it in context of real life, because that sounds like something that just wouldn't be like how you guys get on. It's nothing. You meet up, it's nothing. You plan out, you're like, oh, we're gonna do this thing at the end of the year. Let me throw something together real quick. Like it's not even a thing of like, there's no overthinking that goes into it. And that is because of the repetition. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know how to create this link. I know how to create this flyer. I know I need to be having this going on, that going. I know I need to be like, everything you need to know. And that eliminates the needing to overthink. Because overthinking.
One more thing is, the other thing with that, and then I'm sorry, I'll let you continue. When so when everything doesn't go perfect, or things do go haywire, I've done it enough to know how to troubleshoot and navigate through the kind of the little holes. That makes a difference too. So even if something does mess up, I'll be able to figure it out.
That's good. Because knowing how to recover builds confidence.
Yes. That's a major one.
Major. I remember when we were, whenever I was learning music, which is another thing, like when you talk about stepping out on faith a lot and like, doing something don't know how to do a lot. Like whenever I switched my major from theater to music, I was in this piano class and I would mess up. And when I mess up, I start from the beginning. And our teacher was like, do not start from the beginning. You keep playing through the mess up, because if you start over and you try to get it perfect, and when you're doing your live performance, you can't start over. So if you haven't practiced playing through mess ups, you will not know how to play through mess ups and how to play through mistakes. Yep. You have to know how to play through mistakes. And it's like, you're not supposed to be perfect. And I think the quicker you can accept that you will not be perfect is the faster that you can be confident about anything. Like, it's the quickest way, one of the quicker ways to get confident. And another thing I was thinking too, was saying overthinking kills confidence.
Oh yeah.
Ooh-wee. I'm writing it down. That is the truth.
It kills it, which goes back to Q's point. Practicing, when you have practiced and this thing has become a muscle for you, that's how you can become confident, because it's second nature to you now. So because it's second nature to you, you don't have to overthink, and you can be confident about what you're doing, because I've done this a million times. I know exactly how to recover. I've practiced this a million times. Like, I have the keys to like build confidence, which brings me to my next question. Okay, we talked about practice building confidence. We've talked about recovering building confidence. We talked about practice repetition building confidence. Overthinking killing confidence. Is there anything that y'all can think of that either builds or kills confidence?
Okay, tell me the ones that we said again. Rerun them again.
So repetition and practice builds confidence. Overthinking kills confidence.
I feel like failure does both. I think failure can create confidence, but failure can kill your fucking.
That is true. It can. That's true. It can go both ways. It's mindset. Yeah.
Stop, right? Failure is that person's own perspective, because we all can think failure is something different, or you may think you fail. I thought you win. You know what I'm saying? Like, so failure is a perspective. But I think failure definitely is going to affect both directions. It's either gonna kill your confidence, or it's gonna grow your confidence for sure.
Which goes back to recovering.
Because you know what?
Do you know how to recover after a loss?
Handle a fucking loss, absolutely.
But then see, that's one of the things we've created, especially in sports in our society, is you win or lose. Everybody just polarizes it as a win or a loss. And I think the truth is there's spectrums and gray areas to it. And part of it is, so there's sometimes I've done things, maybe I jumped in the ring with somebody, or I played a game, or I thought I was going to get destroyed. But I had the guts, the craziness to go ahead and do it anyway.
Right.
And then it didn't turn out, I didn't win, but it didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was. I'm like, what? You know what? I could beat this dude now. Like, I see what it is now. You know what? I could beat this dude. And then there's other instances where people who constantly strive for perfection, and they expect the thing to turn out a certain way. And when it doesn't turn out that way, then that failure is what kind of takes away from their confidence.
That's good.
It's a lot has to do with your mindset or surrounding it.
Very much mindset based. Absolutely.
Kevin put something up earlier about like us creating our own problems. I think that is 1000. Yes. Like, so it goes back to we create our own problems. 1000%. I am under the belief that the majority of problems that I've had or thought, because a lot of times I think I have a problem that I do not have. And it all like went back to my thinking about something of, oh, what if this happens? And what if that happens? And then I'm not able to do that. And it's just like, but we ain't even got there yet.
I forgot what the percentage is. They say like 70 or 80 or something like over 80% of the things that we worry about never actually happen.
God.
Oh, yikes.
Time is spent worried about those things too.
And most of those things that we worry about never actually happen.
Wow.
Yikes.
Wow.
Ain't that's crazy, ain't it?
Wow.
That is so true.
Wow.
80% high.
I really try not to let myself get ahead of myself like that. I try not to overthink. I try not to take on more shit than I need to fucking take on. Like, I really try to be still in my mind with how much I let myself go overboard with thoughts, because that is, you think about that 80%, that is so much, that's anxiety that you never had to fucking have. That's lack of sleep, that's, heart rate sped up, like that's literally mental health issues that we give ourselves.
Yeah.
Golly. A girlfriend of mine, we had a conversation recently, and I was just talking about how the possibility of me having to move when my lease is up is very fucking high. And how not excited I am for this, right? But she's like, oh, well, let's just be positive. I said, no, I'm being fucking positive. There's no reason for them to not renew the lease other than they don't like me anymore, or the property manager doesn't want to keep this home anymore as one of her houses that she manages. She wants to get rid of the homeowner. I said, no, I'm very optimistic. They want me as a renter because I've never, ever, 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 ever been late in 2 years. Like, you want that as a fucking renter. I'm being realistic. The reality is there's 3 options on the table that are not in my favor. And there's a very real chance I have to move. I think being realistic is also very important when it comes to your confidence level, because you can either sit there and stress and worry, or you know that it may happen and I still got to do something about this shit one way or another. Instead of letting it cripple you emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, and I don't know, maybe that's the whole one day at a time shit that I grew up with, right? Not worrying about more things than you need to worry about right now. But that requires...
And then that's where experience kicks in also. It's like, all right, what's the worst that could happen? And the worst that could happen has actually happened before.
It's fucking
And what did I do? I dealt with it and I was all right. I'm still here. And that, mindset thing.
Yeah.
Will it suck? Yeah, it's gonna suck and it's gonna be inconvenient, but yeah, we're gonna deal with it the same way we have in the past.
And better.
And better. Exactly. Yep.
That's so good. You know what, though, Nikki? Being realistic can also kill confidence too, depending on the scenario.
That might be my problem.
Being real can kill confidence. Does it kill
depending on the scenario?
Is it killing optimism or confidence though? Like
it can be both. It definitely.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Kill optimism, but it can kill confidence to the fact that when it comes, because optimism can just be a mindset. Confidence can also require action to be back behind it. And there's certain things that I don't have confidence, especially when it comes to political and social movements and agendas. I don't have confidence in it, and that the lack of confidence in it keeps me from acting in certain areas where maybe I could.
Okay.
I'm gonna support Nikki. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm gonna support y'all what y'all do.
I like that, because it basically, so that's deep right there. Basically, what you're saying is confidence requires action. Like if there's no action, then is there confidence with no action?
If the thing requires action, you need. I was thinking about this earlier. It was even like you saying, what it came to my mind, like confidence is like the ignition or the starter for the engine of potential. Potential is just what it is, but confidence is actually what gets you moving on that potential. You got to have the confidence to say, I'm going to take this step. Otherwise, you'd be like most of the people who have potential and they never act on it.
It just sits there.
And in most cases, they don't have the confidence to act on what, and you will see this all the time. It's like, oh my God, you are so talented. You can do this, you can do that. You should be modeling, you should be acting, you should be. But if that person, I go back to the Bruce Leroy principle, if that person does not have the confidence, what happened? That was the whole Last Dragon. He kept looking for the master. Finally, he realized, I am the master. Once the confidence came, then he defeated his enemy. He got his girl. Everything fell into place. Once he realized who he was, that confidence was the missing key for him to see the same thing that everybody else had always been seeing. Why did you think Show Enough was coming at you? They only came at you because he was threatened by you. If you were really no threat, then he wouldn't even wasted his time with you.
Would you? Oh, this is so good. Would you say that?
Oh, hold on, real quick. Just on the side note, I'm telling y'all right now, one of the shows that's on the back burner that I don't get a chance. I want to make sermons out of movies.
Oh, so I would love that.
Dragon and take the baby. I'll make a sermon out of it. That's one that I had on the back burner I want to do for it.
Please do that. That'd be good. So the question I was going to ask is, in order to be confident, based off what you were just saying about Bruce Leroy, and he was looking for his master, then he realized he was the master, and then everything fell into place. So it's like one of the golden rules that you got to know who you are first to even be confident in who you are, or you just pick a thing that you're confident in. Like how much of your knowledge of self is important in particular scenarios?
I agree with the initial thing that you have to have faith in something. And sometimes it's not faith in yourself. Sometimes it could be faith in a movement or a person or whatever. It don't. Sometimes people lack personal confidence, but they have enough confidence in a thing to where they will move mountains, and they'll do way more than you would expect them to, because they have confidence in a person or a movement. I've done that before.
Okay, now I have a new question. Is there a difference between confidence and self-belief? Is that the same thing? Would we say, we haven't really defined confidence yet, but do we think there's a difference between self-confidence and self-belief? Because do
It
you think
can
that
be.
people get, like, for instance, right, as a parent, you guys are parents, you will move earth for your kids. Do
Mhm.
you think some of the stuff you do has been because they're confident in you? And you're like, I don't know,
It's true.
but I'm gonna make it happen for
That is
them.
true.
And like, can it work if other people being confident in you give you confidence, or is it just like, I don't want to let them down? Like, what is happening there, you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And a child who's ever had, I don't know if it's in sports or whatever, if you had a motivating parent and the parent be like, you got this, trust me, you got this, you can do this. And you might not even believe it yourself, but hey, if my daddy said I could do it, then if he say I could do it, then that means I could do it. And you'll see that. Look, YouTube it up. You can find people, let a parent get in their child's face. You got this. I believe in you. You can do this. And immediately that child will go from on the verge of giving up to going all out.
Oh. Oh. I got a question. Did you have something, Nikki?
Well, what was the question that you asked? Rephrase your question.
So
confidence and self-belief, is it the same thing?
I'm trying not to look up the definition of anything, and I made a point.
Good job.
I made a
Good
point.
job.
I made a point to not look up any definitions today. So I was like, no, I am not going to look it up. I'm just going to go with what I think it is. And so self-belief and confidence, are they the same thing? I think that they work hand in hand. I don't think that you can have belief in self if you're not confident with who you are, because you've obviously proven to yourself that I do believe what I believe, and I'm more than just talk it, I walk it, right? So like I actually do what I say I do. And so
I agree, but I don't think it goes both ways though.
See, I think you have to have confidence to have self-belief, but I think that you also have to have self-belief to have fucking confidence, because I have to believe in me even if nobody else does.
Well, and that's where I differ. I think people can pull confidence from different places, even outside of themselves.
Sure. But I also think that you also have to have belief in yourself to be able to
think about people who get out of relationships and then they have a bad breakup and they thought they was going to be with somebody forever, and then they just say, strip me of all my confidence, and I lost my confidence after that. So then the question was like, did you really have confidence in yourself to begin with?
No.
Or you had confidence in the relationship. You found your security within that net, and when that net broke down, then you realize that you actually never had it. So in that instance that I'm talking about, that could be an example of false confidence. But
for sure. Like, no, I 1,000% agree with that. I think I told y'all this last week or something, but I've told you at some point at Freethinkers, my ex that I was with, he used to affirm me all the time. He used words of affirmation all the time. And I used to feel like I could do anything. I felt great. I was like, yeah. And I was just like, felt so good. And I just was trying stuff and doing stuff and working out harder and like all this, because I had this person that just telling me I'm great all the time. And then when they left, so did all the affirmations. And then
so it was confidence, but it wasn't self-confidence though.
It wasn't self-confidence. And then that's when I realized, I got to go build my self-confidence, because they revealed to me where I was lacking, because when they left, they took all of it with them. And so I was just stuck with me. And I was stuck with me. I was like, oh, I need to do some work so that I can feel good, because I don't feel good alone.
I cut you off, Nikki. Do you remember what you were saying?
No. I'm following Denise. I'm liking where she's going though. That's very accurate. I mean, you think so. This is where you then tie in our codependency with other people. I need this to feel this, or you give me this to be able to feel this. When it's like, hold on, wait a minute. I love what you said though. I need to figure some shit out. Like I need to figure. Yes.
Okay, let me break this down. Let me see if I agree with this. Kevin says,
Kevin in the comments.
What up, Kevin?
Hey, when we do our it said next, you got to come to Austin when we do our 10-year, Kevin. So
definitely, we gotta go to
Kevin's not in Austin.
No,
he like in Colorado or something like that. I think.
Yes.
So it says courage is the willingness to act despite fear. I agree with that. Uncertainty or lacking, while confidence is the self-assured belief in one's ability developed through experience and success. I agree with that, but I still think that's incomplete. Like I said, I don't think confidence always has to come from within.
Well, there's confidence and then there's self-confidence.
Okay, well, if you say it like that.
Yeah.
So for instance, like some people like, well, Nikki like Blue and some other people talk about me in a former life and they talk about Q-Face and I was mean and all that. I was a part of a group or something that I believed in, which a lot of I was kind of crazy to tell you the truth. Like, because I did security. I was like, I'm not a large dude at all. But a lot of I would go toe to toe with like some giants without hesitation.
You're not small.
Because I had to. What's that? Like I would step to people I had no business stepping to, and I'm like, I will put you out right now. Like I was, but I had confidence in the movement, what we were doing, what my place was. I'm like, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Something gonna happen to you. Like I was, it was weird.
I think that's what happens when you know that you can squab straight up.
Let me. But I couldn't squab. No,
you know that you're not easy.
I know I ain't easy.
That's so. My ex was like that. He walked around 7 days a week. He knew anybody. I'll fight anybody. I don't want to, but I'll fight anybody. When it came down to it,
whatever the case, it ain't gonna be easy. That's me right there. It's not. I can tell you, it ain't gonna be easy. That's one thing I can't tell you. I was to the place. One of my old pastors. I literally was training to fight James Kirkland.
Oh wow!
He is a professional. He fought Canelo Alvarez. He's a professional fighter.
Oh wow!
And they used to call him Baby Mike Tyson because like he was in a smaller weight division, but he'd be knocking people out.
Yeah,
and I was literally training to fight. I was gonna fight him because somebody who I had confidence in told me like, you can take him, you can beat him. I'm like, all right, then let's shoot, let's do it then.
Let's do it.
Okay, so here's my question I wanted to ask: if you rely on confidence and not self-confidence, is it really sustainable without self-confidence? Yes. Can you sustain? Tell me why you think that.
Well, the first thing, you can sustain because it may start off as kind of a blind unknown thing, but when you see results, then that confidence builds more confidence, and it also develops certain levels of self-confidence, and it develops more confidence in that which you are confident in. But the results of a thing, if you have confidence in it and you see the fruit of it, then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this do work. And I was kind of tiptoeing, believing. Now I'm going full-fledged now.
That is true. It goes back to the results thing. Okay, I have a question. We mentioned manipulation last week.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I just jumped in. The Nikki, you gonna add to that?
I want to know if I can read the definition of self-confidence.
Yes, do it. Do it.
She held out long as she could.
She's like, I can't take it no more. It's been an hour.
I was trying to wrap my brain around, is there a difference between confidence and self-confidence? So the definition of self-confidence,
It would have to, otherwise we wouldn't use both of the terms.
and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is there a difference between the two? But so it says self-confidence is the belief in your abilities, judgment, and worth, enabling you to act with assurance, even in uncertain situations. So it seems that
that's good.
Understanding self-conscious is literally the action behind the belief that I can do this, I got this, it's mine. So right. I love it. I was like, I gotta fucking look up the definition to make sure that I'm answering these questions the way that I should. But I love that self-confidence is the action behind. I love that.
I like that.
Let me add this on too. It provides a stability of positivity even in the midst of, even in the middle of it, when the outcome has not been determined.
Right.
I still can be, I don't know this for sure, but my confidence tells me I believe that it will happen. And even while I'm in the middle of it and it's not turning out the way that I thought it was, that confidence will still sustain me to the end, because I still expect it. I still expect a certain outcome, because it's easy to expect some before you start a thing, and then once you start it, it ain't going. See, those are the people who, the moment things ain't going the way they think it is, then they just, oh, it ain't working, I jump ship. Done
right.
Quick.
Right.
They don't really have any confidence. They just have a hope. I'm gonna try it and I hope it works. But when you really have confidence, then even in the middle unknown area of a thing, you still will stay positive and look for the success in what you're doing.
It's so interesting because confidence comes from so many accidental places, right? Like, I feel like the confidence that I've grown in me over the course of time, that I've been, one, single, and then two, without my dad, so completely on nobody's reliance but me. It's interesting how sometimes you have to be taken to maybe the lowest of lows to find that confidence, or to be reminded that you do believe in yourself. You can do this. You do got this. Like, and I guess that's kind of like what I was saying to Denise at the very beginning, like, just not letting fear take over. Fear is so easy to let fear run the fucking show. But confidence, even if you haven't checked the things off of your list, when you have confidence in self, when you're able to do what you say you're going to do or you want to do, I don't know, there's just so much power in checking off your own fucking lists. You know, yes, it's good to get that from other people, and it's great to get, you know, empowerment from other people to put fuel in the tank to be able to keep on going. But there's just something magical about knowing that you believed in yourself and you fucking did it. Even if you fell times in the interim, you did it. You pulled this off. It's interesting because I even think about like how long it's been since I've been in this house, right? I got into this house almost 2 years ago. The first probably 18 months, I spent scared every fucking month on the first of the month. Every fucking month, scared to make that rent payment. I never paid this much to live somewhere in my fucking life. And didn't have my dad as a backup to make sure I'm okay. Right. And after almost 2 years of pulling this bitch off, I don't know, man. You feel a little different about yourself when you're like, wow. Does that mean that there haven't been hiccups and failures and losses along the way? No, they definitely, they're there too. But those were part of that, for me, that grew that self-confidence. So I think that failures go both ways. Successes go both ways. But man, there's something about I don't know. There's just something about exposure and experience and endurance and perseverance and believing in self that for me has taken me to a place I never even knew I needed to be at. But I'm definitely there today.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where does confidence come from?
Wins, personal wins, small wins, large wins. Wins.
I'll add to that a little bit. Acknowledging the wins, especially the small ones. It's easy to acknowledge big wins, but a lot of times people don't acknowledge small wins, which are opportunities to build your confidence and to understand through experience, you can make it through anything. But you ever know some people like they act like they losing all the time, and it's like, no, you winning, you making it through, you persevering, and you know all of the things that you just got done saying. Two people can look at it different ways. Like, you see the way that you looked at it, and then versus somebody else. I don't know why this is always happening to me, and it just nothing ever just works out the way that I want to. And they look like you don't realize you winning, and if you don't realize it, you can't build your confidence. Go ahead.
So that would be lack of confidence, right? That's lack of confidence, lack of self-belief. You know, okay. To do. It's not hard. It's not hard to be in that space. But I think like you said earlier, it's mine.
It can be hard to be. It can be hard.
It is. It is. You know, when you feel like life's steady kicking your ass in the nuts, whether you got them or not, this shit don't feel good, you know? But perseverance is a
perseverance.
So even what you just said, and going back to your other question, Denise, one of the things is it's a bigger word I'm looking for, but awareness is one thing. And the awareness that I'm talking about is like I just got done saying, I can't believe this is happening to me. Why me? This happens to everybody. This happens to rich people, happen to poor people, happen to people every color, gender. This happens to everybody. I'm not a special case. God ain't just got a rain cloud over my head that's following me around. This is life.
Right.
And I'm making it through just like everybody making it through. If you lack awareness, then you can lose confidence in yourself, and also confidence in the people around you. See, there's a different. If I feel like I'm the only one who's going through something, then I feel sorry for myself. I lack self-confidence. If I hear about what Nikki's going through and Denise is going through and other people, that's one of the reasons I love Freethinkers as well. I've heard stories of people who've gone through similar things, and had I not spoke to them, I never know. You never know what people are going through unless you speak to them, or unless people decide to be vulnerable or open enough to share with you. But once you realize that we're all going through something, but we all making it through too. So again, that's what can add confidence.
That part.
I'm not a special case.
Right.
There's no trial that I'm going through that's specific to me. We all going through it, but we all making it. I can that adds confidence to how I operate.
Yeah.
So okay, we've been at confidence for almost an hour.
Oh, we had another
pros.
What's the other part of them? Okay.
The pros. Are there cons to confidence? And if there are cons, are we talking about confidence? Are we talking about arrogance?
Yes. Well, let me. I'll let you jump in, Nikki. But one of the things is one of the cons to confidence is that you can shorten your pool of people who like you. And also, to take it even a step further, only other people with confidence can truly recognize your confidence and not mistake it for arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
See, a person who lacks confidence will look at your confidence and then they will take it as arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why they got something to say about you, and then they talking crazy about you and all that because he think he all that. He think he arrogant.
Yeah.
Another confident person will be like, no, he confident. I understand it. Real, recognize real. What's flowing through my veins is what's flowing through their veins.
Yep.
But
Ooh, I gotta-
if you're not prepared to receive that, especially I'm a loving person, and most people don't like to be mischaracterized.
Right.
You don't like people looking at you like you're arrogant or stuck up, and you know that's not who you really are.
Right.
Now you'll get to a point. Some people get to a point that they don't care, and some people it really affects them. So that's one downside of confidence.
Nikki, I see you marinating.
Well, I just don't know if there can really be a con to confidence, because for me, confidence is a positive energy.
Yeah.
Arrogance is not a positive energy, because arrogance comes from insecurity. Arrogance comes from lack of confidence, right? So to Q's point, though, I agree that could be the con to confidence, is that you are going to lose maybe the relationships with some people. But I also feel like that's okay. They're not supposed to be there. If you're not truly a person that is in my corner, then you shouldn't be here anyways. And if my level of confidence makes you feel some type of way about you, then that's a fucking you problem, not a me problem. But I'm not going to be responsible for how you feel about you. And I never. This is not something I ever thought I would have to deal with. This is not something I ever even thought. There have been so many times in the last, handful of years or so where I have thought to myself that I have absolutely nothing that anybody could want, right? I don't live a life that, most people would probably think is fucking fancy and exciting and glitzy and glamorous, and and so over the course of the years of meeting people, I've just thought like, hey, like, I'm just a regular old ass chick, just a single ass mom trying to take care of her kids, trying to pay bills, and just trying to fucking make it. That's all I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to be better than the next person. I ain't trying to be better than nobody but me, right? Would love to have all kinds of things and have all kind of aspirations and dreams, but reality is some shit I can't do right now. Like, this is just what my life is what I'm doing. And so over the
I got
years,
another one too.
Well, over the years, I've met people, especially women, who I thought were genuine people, who genuinely wanted to get to know me and, just be friends, because it's hard to make friends as adults, especially as adult women. Like, it's really hard to come into new people. To come to learn, after a while, that I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, first of all. I don't know. But me being who I am, which I think is very regular and very basic and nothing really fucking exciting, to be completely honest, right, has been a threat to some other women. I don't worry about it in men, because a man having an issue with me is irrelevant to me. Fucking irrelevant. Men shouldn't have issues with women. Not like that. Not to where it makes you feel some type of way, right? But a woman feeling some type of way about another woman, and then feeling some type of way about her, and then in turn feeling some type of way about me, that shit does not work for me. And I have definitely experienced my share of very fucking insecure women that I was just blown away by how relationships expose themselves by my I don't give a fuck attitude about anything but those kids. And I don't need this person. I don't need that person. I don't have anybody but me. And somehow that has made some people over the years feel real interesting, real interesting about me. There's a lot of relationships I don't have anymore that I have come to learn were simply because I'm very fucking confident in me. I'm proud of me. I love me. I'm serious about me. And I'm very serious about other people too, and love the shit out of those that I love too. But that confidence, it does exactly what Q said. It will drive some fucking people away. It will turn some people away. It will make some people not want to be your friend.
You know, one thing
that was pill for me to swallow, because I wanted to be friends with people. I wanted to have friends. I don't understand why. Like, how do you have ulterior motives? You know, that was a difficult thing for me to experience as an adult fucking woman in my 40s from other adult women in their 40s. That's the only con I can think of when it comes to confidence.
I got another one, but before I say this, you just made me think of something that's on the side, because even when you talk about you don't need anybody, truth is, so yeah, I don't think I need anybody either. I don't really feel like I need anybody, but I treat my relationships as if I do need them.
Absolutely. I want you
I
to
treat them like, I need you, Nikki. I need you, Denise. I need my sister.
Absolutely.
Now, if something happened to where we can't be cool, then I'm more than confident that I will have everything that I need. Like, my life is not gonna go down because me and you ain't cool no more.
Right.
But I treat my relationships like I need them, though.
Agree. And I will say that too. I'm not saying I don't need you as though like fuck you, right? But in reality, I do got this. I do.
Oh, okay.
That's
so far,
I do, but I want, of course, people in my life. Absolutely, 100%.
So
I disagree. I 1000% think we need people. Now, just because you can survive.
Hold on. Are you saying people in general or a specific person?
It depends on the scenario.
No, see, I believe that you need people in general. So like I said, I believe like I'll treat you like I need you, but if you walk out my life, then I definitely feel that God or the universe is going to bring whoever else need to be into my life into the picture. Like, it's always going to be
whoever needs to be. But we need people, be it a specific person, whatever. Yeah. But it's like, yeah, you can make it, I guess, kind of. But like, none of us are actually making it alone, because we gotta go to the grocery store and get our food. We need the cars that we drive in. Like, we 1000% need each other.
I'm not gonna be Tom
we
Hanks
can survive minimally.
To a volleyball. That ain't gonna work.
Right. Because I was like, today, I was like, I was gonna go sing tonight, but I was like, I need to get on Freethinkers. I need to get my mind right. I need to commune with human beings. I need to have these conversations. I can try to go throughout the rest of my week without going to Freethinkers, but it might not do what it needs to do all the way. But I could do it. I could do it.
So let me tell you my other con. What I feel is a con about being confident. For a lot of people confident, you also end up getting lack of support.
Yeah.
When people feel that you mentally have it together, you don't get checked on as much.
That's true.
People don't feel like you ever get depressed.
That's true.
You don't feel like you ever worry. Like, I could be confident, but I still I worry about a lot of stuff too.
Right.
I have concerns and issues, and I still have certain insecurities about, situationally, there's a lot of stuff. I'm a person like you, but confident people, you could argue if they're stronger or not, but the perception is they don't need me to check on them the same way.
So it's a lonely road. Confidence can be a lonely road.
Yeah, it can.
But is it really lonely when you're confident? Because you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You're
especially. Even more so when a lot of y'all have people who, when you're the confident one, people lean towards that. So when you have people constantly leaning on you and you know you can't lean back on those same people,
Yeah.
it's especially when you are one of the more stronger people in your circle.
But
And you're
that's why
not going,
I have
even
a
if you get it, you're not going to get it to the same degree or the same way. It's a lot of, it's tough a lot of times. You know, you just not going to get that. It's not going to be reciprocated in the same type of way.
So maybe the cons to confidence are overconfidence, because if you think that you're not going to get something how you give it, it could be you being overconfident in what you give or underconfident in what somebody else can give, because you don't know if
Well, no,
you
that's where
don't
experience kick in
rely
too.
on, you don't go to somebody, you're like, they ain't gonna be able to handle it. I gotta handle this by myself.
But
Like,
that's okay. Ooh, Denise, this is what I'm saying though.
But they can't most of the time. Sorry.
Well, sometimes they can't. You real low, I could barely hear you. Sometimes they can't, but then a lot of times, not just for confident people, but for people who are aware, I can help pull it out of you. I could check on you even when you not coming to me looking for advice. Like I know I know you well enough and I understand your humanism or
yeah.
your humanity to know how to check on you and to check to see if you are all right. And a lot of people don't know how to do that to people who they think got it together, or they don't think to do it. And another thing, sometimes people think that they don't have anything to offer just because you may be stronger in an area than them.
Do you think that sometimes confident people mask where they are insecure to somehow maintain their confidence?
So yeah, I do think that happens sometimes. I think that happens
However, you're
sometimes.
saying no.
I believe
I don't think that's
confidence can also be compartmentalized. You can be confident in
That's
general,
true.
or you can be confident in certain areas, but in other areas, you lack it. But go ahead, Ivory.
Can you hear me? Am I a little louder now?
A little better.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say when you're truly confident in something, I don't think it's any kind of insecurity or mask there. You might have other areas you're weak in, but true confidence is not masking something else. Like to
Well,
me,
Ivory, I think you kind of talking about two different things.
no, wait,
I can
wait.
be a confident person, or I could be confident in something or in a certain area.
Well, this is what I mean about true confidence, though. True confidence is not masking insecurity or masking a deficiency. True confidence is I have a true proven track record of having a certain knowledge set or a certain skill set or something that I do that I can point to. It's easy for me to see. I don't have anything to mask or hide. To
I
me, that's true
disagree.
confidence. I don't think
I disagree.
confidence is.
You got Christians all the time that got blind confidence, and they absolutely confident in what they believe and
I
have
don't
no
think that's real
evidence for it.
confidence though.
Yeah,
I
blind confidence is not true. That's
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 like
faking it till you make it type shit.
it's a bunch of people that fake it till they make it, and it's a bunch of
But that
people
don't mean that they
who
faking. If they wholeheartedly believe in it and they'll do it to the point that they're drinking Kool-Aid or doing whatever else these crazy people, that confidence was there.
I believe a lot of people have fake
You
confidence
could
is
be
what I'm trying
wrong,
to
but they
say.
believed it.
Like a
I
lot of
I got
people
a question.
agree.
Ivory, can you identify what fake confidence looks like?
Ego.
I know it when yes, I know it when I feel it and see, to me, like fake confidence is that kind of showy, like you gotta see it, I gotta show it, because you're not actually sure that you
Mm-hmm.
really got it. So
Mm-hmm.
I need to prove it. I need you to see it.
Right.
I need you to say it. I need you to affirm it. I need like all of that is fake confidence to me. That's not like real confidence. When people are really
Fake
confident, you
confidence
don't
when you need people to validate you,
all the
then that's
time.
not
That's not
confidence.
real.
That's fake confidence.
Yeah, that's not real. But yeah, I think when your confidence is real, you
So
you
let
don't
me,
need all of
Ivory,
that.
but this is the thing. How you're describing confidence, I feel like you're describing it like a light switch, like it's either on or off. And I don't believe that. I believe confidence comes in levels. You can be confident. So you can have 5 confident people with 5 different levels of confidence. It could be a supreme confident, there's general confidence, life confidence. Everything gonna work out in the end somehow. I'm confident that it's all gonna work out. But I don't look at it like a light switch. I look at it like a spectrum. So that's probably where you and I disagree.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about when you
either you got
look
it
at
or
a
you
person.
don't. I don't believe that.
When you look at a person and you say, "Wow, that person kind of walks in confidence in a certain area," you're not thinking of that on a spectrum.
Yeah. Because if you only see them in that area, you operate in the area, then there's times where I've seen confident people because they are in their arena of comfort or expertise. And the way they present themselves, you think they are confident, a supremely confident person, until you see them outside of that arena, and you might see them at the workplace or somewhere different. You're like, oh, no, not so much, huh? I didn't know that.
I don't even know if I would call that a confident person. Let me put this out here. I feel like I'm a confident person, and part of what makes me a confident person is when I don't know, or I'm never pretending either. Like I'm confident even enough to be like,
I'm
yeah,
not
I don't know
confident.
nothing about that.
I disagree with that.
Even that in itself is confidence.
Yep.
That I don't need to prove nothing to you. I don't need to prove nothing to nobody. If I don't know, I don't know. That's confidence.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree that is a form of confidence, but there are different, like my level of confidence changes depending on what we're doing. If you play me in a game of chess, I am certain you're going to lose. If you pull out and say, hey, you have a swimming race, I'm like, okay, I might or I might not. Like so my confidence just depending on what we're talking about and what we're doing, and it can go high or low or to zero.
Well, I got a question.
I think we see it different.
But that's what confidence is, because the lack of confidence would say, oh, I'm fucking amazing in everything, when you know that you might not necessarily be, and you can still be beat, right? But being confident means I know where my weaknesses are. I know where I'm not strong. Like,
I got a question.
What I'm saying is when I have a lack of confidence in certain things, it also causes me to operate differently, or maybe with a lesser amount of assertiveness, because I don't trust myself. I don't believe in myself. It was funny. I was playing a basketball game. I ain't had no business playing basketball, doing for my church, and I'm still hurting 3 days later. But we was sitting up here playing a game, and this was so now we playing a game. Now I'm just doing good to make it up and down the court. I ain't trying to do nothing to play defense and maintain myself. There's other people who actually been playing. Some of the people who scored most of the points. Another guy who was playing the point guard. We was all kind of doing our thing in our own roles. The game got to the end, and it ended up being a tie game. Now in this tie game, for whatever, it wasn't an overtime. They had some different type of AAU rules where we shot free throws to decide who win the game. So everybody, the last 5 people on each team, everybody had to shoot 1 free throw each, and whoever had the most. Now, everybody was confident in their roles, and I'm the scorer, and you the passer, and I'm the defender, and you the rebounder. When it came to free throws, well, nobody on our team good at shooting free throws. And all of a sudden, like, who gonna go first? Oh, you go first. No. We need our best free throw shooter. No, one of y'all go first. We need to start out. No. You just shoot. And ain't nobody want to do it. We went from extremely confident in our certain arenas to lacking confidence, even to the point that fear made a lot of people miss. We end up losing the game.
Yeah, I think we talking
about
my
free throw, by the way.
Anyway,
that's what because you know what I'm thinking. Like, I think that there are cases where, to your point, Q, you can be confident in an area, and I think what Ivory is saying is that there's a difference between being confident in the area and being confident in yourself, which means it don't matter what the area is. I'm confident whether I'm good at, have a skill, I'm just confident. Like, my confidence is not dependent upon a thing. It's just I exist, and therefore I am.
Some of those people scare me who just got overwhelming confidence in everything. Like, those are the people y'all can't even trust all the time, to tell you the truth.
It's not. You missing it though, Quinn.
No, we can do that. I'm
You're
like,
missing
you
it.
think that about everything. You don't even know. You know, some people think they just gonna win at everything. You don't
No,
trust them.
I still think you're kind of
Like you
missing
said,
it
you was gonna
because it's
win.
not
Anyway.
about being confident that you can do anything. It's just
Right.
I'm walking in a room as a confident person, and it doesn't matter what y'all doing in here. If y'all playing chess and I don't play chess, guess what? I'm gonna sit on the side and still have a good like I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, they're playing chess. I don't know how to play chess. I'm
I
gonna be
don't
like,
call that
oh, what else we
confidence.
doing in
That's
here?
just self.
That's
That's just self security. You're secured because self security will allow you to walk in and not in your limitations.
confidence.
That's
So some
confidence.
people like I'm not. I don't think so. I think that's because confidence is like that winning attitude and mentality. I can win no matter what. But I have self security to say it's okay. That ain't my thing. I ain't gonna even try it. You got it.
Okay.
Or I'll try it and I know I may not be good at it, but I don't expect to win at this because this is not my area of expertise.
I don't know if confidence means that you have to feel like you're always going to win. I think that confidence is knowing who the fuck you are, how far you're not willing to go, how durable you are, how mentally, physically strong and fortified you are. Like I feel like I don't go into a lot of situations ever thinking about win or lose. I go into them as it's a personal win. It isn't a win or lose. It's I don't have a fucking choice. This is what we're doing. And this is how I'm going to make it happen. And lo and behold, guess what? It fucking happens. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know if it's because I'm not competitive. I'm so not competitive.
That's
that
was what was on my mind.
Huh?
I'm like, is sports confidence and life confidence two different conversations? I'm trying to think
For
about
sure.
Be.
For sure.
Got to be. Because I am not.
Some of this stuff y'all talking about confident. I'm like, no, don't. We have a mountain climbing contest. Nikki, you confident? We going, yeah, I'm confident. Oh, and then we lose. Oh, I didn't mean confident and getting up to I just meant I'm confident.
I will say sports confidence can build your confidence. Like when you start to build confidence in certain areas of your life, then you start to build trust in that area, but then allows you to feel like you can trust yourself in other areas, back to the repetition thing. So there's just the more that you repeat something and get good at something, you start feeling like, okay, I may be able to do some other things. And like, okay, I feel like it can help, as is above, so is below. Where you are in one area of life can show you where you are in another area of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all were talking about like cons of confidence.
Yes.
I was gonna say I think a con I found out from being confident is like it's almost like hate it or love it, like people meet me and like really like me or like really don't like me.
Yeah, I kind of talked about that too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm like, why is it so extreme?
So Ivory, what I said was a lot of people who lack confidence, they'll perceive your confidence as arrogance, or they will have some type of envy that they possess something that you don't have. Like it could be a lot of it.
I've seen it both ways. I've seen people without confidence, but who want to be perceived as having it. They normally have the biggest issue with you, right? Because it actually real confidence in that
they got the real thing.
Right. It actually grates on them a little bit when it's free.
It does, yeah.
Yes, it does.
It exposes them.
Another thing that's hard.
And it exposes them to themselves. A lot of them don't know that they think they are confident, but it's like they don't realize it's a fake confidence. But I'm sorry, Ivy, go ahead.
No, and then but on the flip side of that, even the love it can be hard, right? Because sometimes people are latching on to the confidence. But it's in a usy kind of way. Just like let some of that rub off on me. Like I don't want to just be your friend because you think I'm wow. Ain't met nobody that's like this. I don't need just a bunch of new friends because you think I'm interesting. I mean, that's nice, but sometimes people latch too because it's like wow, you know, and I'm
And
like,
you know
yeah,
what? The people
nah.
with the fake confidence, they want people that's always looking up
They
to them.
want people to, and I don't
They're
even
giving
want
that
it.
validation.
I don't
And
even
you
want
know, and
it.
I don't want anybody looking up to me. Anybody who's looking up to me, I'm trying to get you up to where I am.
I'm trying
Come on.
to get you where I am. Because
And in
this
the
is my,
meantime, I'm with such and such because I'm trying. I want them to help me get up to where they are. It's like we all pulling each other up at the same time is my goal.
I made a
Yeah.
rule when I turned about 30 that if that's how you perceived me, you would have to agree to a mentor-mentee relationship. We're not going to pretend we're friends,
Yeah, I
and
remember
it's
saying that.
not reciprocal. So either we're on the same level and we're giving and taking, or we're not. And I need you to say out your mouth, I want you to be my mentor.
Facts.
That's it. I'm not playing them games no more.
Nope.
We're not playing the leeching game. I'm gonna leech your confidence, leech your wisdom, and we're gonna pretend we friends. No, we're not gonna do that.
Mm.
That's some woman stuff.
But that's
How?
you have to. You have to. Because takers will take
No, I agree.
and givers will give. And givers have to figure out when they have to put the fine line in between there. And that's what confidence does, right? And that's not ego. And so many times you get you get them conflated with each other, or people that have lack of
Right.
confidence get them conflated with each other. And it's so unfair.
I don't think anybody gets me confused with being their friend because I literally I do not operate with someone that I see in more of a mentee role. I don't operate with them like I do friends because I'm way too guarded for you to ever perceive me as when I see somebody that I'm potentially mentoring, I'm way more guarded. Like because I treat you almost like you're a baby. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but in a way like you probably can't handle you might not be able to handle seeing me for who I really am. You might not be able to handle the way that I really talk, my conversation, like your whole perception of me or God or whoever be all warped because you thought I'm something that I don't even try to be.
Right.
Ooh, one more con. I can't keep or get a mentor. I be trying.
Yeah.
Whatever the confidence that I come across with, even when I
It
want
messes with
people to
them.
mentor, it always messes with the people I want to
They be
mentor.
like, dang.
And I have begged people like, I know I seem like I got it together. Let me tell you some of the ways that I don't.
Because it's hard to mentor someone when they feel like
what I see in you that I'm missing. I mean, I have been vulnerable before, and still they're like, no, you got it together.
You know what it is too sometimes with the mentors?
You need somebody real old, Ivory.
Sometimes with the mentors though, when they start giving up that sauce and you start taking that sauce in, and then your life just start elevating crazy from the sauce that the little bit of information they gave you, everybody can't handle that. Everybody can't handle that. It's hard. It's hard.
I can handle it.
Start getting that sauce and then boom, take off.
I can handle it.
It'd be too much wrong.
I'm ready for all the sauce.
Yeah, you're right. I probably need to try to get up to like late 60s, 70s.
And
I was trying to do like the 10 year above.
No, you need
and
to let me tell you. This your other problem,
They
Ivory.
not feeling me. But
I'm gonna tell you what your other problem is. Especially with somebody who mentoring you that's kind of in your demographic.
I'm scared. What is
as a woman, not just your confidence, but your relationship is intimidating to a lot of people.
Okay, I
even
know
if don't nobody know it, and I don't make any assumptions, but from the outside looking in, me and Ivory, we had a pod. We did a show one time called Top 5. And we were talking about our top 5 such and such, such and such, and we talked about our top 5 relationships. Ivory and her husband was in my top 5. I'm like, that is relationship goals right there. When you talk about two people who you be just like all the time, like, oh my goodness. And for another woman who's supposed to be mentoring you, especially when that's a big thing,
I know. And I
and
know
you
that
got
that's
that
been a
part
block.
together, they're like, what I'm gonna tell you?
And
You
I have
have that's
told
another
people
element of
I
something that
don't
they have that you have that they want. Okay, go
listen,
ahead. I'm sorry.
because I know that's a huge block for some of the people that I've wanted to be my mentors. And I have said, yes, maybe I have this area together, but I got 5 over here. And like, you good at this thing, this thing, this. I don't need you to have a good marriage to
But the
mentor
main
me.
thing they want is the thing that you got.
Right.
I want the thing they got. I mean, I want the thing I got, and I
I
want the
know.
thing they got. Like, help me, please. Whatever.
Mm.
Finding mentors ain't easy.
It's been the
No,
bane. It's been hard.
yeah.
Okay, well, look, we have 1:30. I think. Did we get it all
Did
out, or we got any
did
other
we get it
questions?
all out?
I mean, it was a very good conversation. This is one of my favorite
I'm
conversations
glad I
of
caught the
recent memory.
end.
We didn't even talk about ego, though. We literally kept it to confidence.
Oh,
You know,
hey, there we go. Next week,
Ego.
we got a
Ego,
whole.
that's
We ain't got to think about a topic for next week. We got it.
the
That
ego be really
ego.
good.
yeah, it is because I mean, this is where this goes. This conversation eventually turns into the self-belief or the ego. You know, and I thought that that's where we would go tonight. Eventually, we never even got there.
Wait, is the ego good? It's like it's bad,
I
huh?
think
Ivory,
ego can be
hush.
good and
I think
bad.
we're gonna find out next
Oh,
week.
sorry.
Ivory
Next week
trying.
on Freethinkers.
Stay tuned,
Oh,
Ivory. Join us next Tuesday as
all
that's
right, hey. Who got something? What's going on? What's going on? Let us know before we get off here.
what do we got? So South.
Okay.
If you happen to be in the Austin area, obviously be conscientious and mindful. We got South by and Spring Break starting next week. We've got, hopefully the weather will be better so that the end of the month we'll be able to have our last Tuesday back over at Brent's place. Something I thought of, Q, when we first started the conversation, I thought about even the differences between our two opportunities that we were on the radio station. Our second interview on the radio station, to me, was so much better than the first. And the first wasn't bad. The first was not bad at all, in my opinion. But the second, it was almost like we were just regulars, right? Like, so I love this conversation. Thank you for the topic suggestion, Denise. Like, I think that confidence is definitely something that is a struggle for a lot of people, whether they voice it or they don't. I think that confidence is definitely a struggle for a lot of people. And that's fair. You know, it's okay. It's okay to have that. But man, there is so much power in going out on a limb and trusting yourself and having faith in yourself. And I know a lot of people are faith believers, but have some for your fucking self too. Have some for yourself. And when you cross off just the smallest things on the list, bask in how you feel because you did that. And that's where confidence comes from. And it allows you to eventually be okay with the losses. You find that rejection is redirection. You find that somebody or something season is over. And this propels and pushes me to whatever the next best thing is supposed to be. Confidence is not ego. Confidence is not fake. Confidence is not false. Confidence is not just something we're fucking born into. It's something that I do agree, Q. We do have to work at it. But confidence and confidence in self is everything, and we are never too old to have it in ourselves. So if you're 40, if you're 50 and you've been struggling, you can still have that in you when you're ready to have it in you, in my opinion.
That's good. Speaking of confidence, Freethinkers homework is all about doing this month.
Yes.
So if you're just tuning in to Freethinkers and you don't know about Freethinkers homework, January and February was all about telling people about the things that we want to do and sharing that more often, making it a more regular conversation. This month, the month of March, is about doing.
Yeah.
Has anybody been doing any doing this week?
I have.
Okay.
I have been talking loudly about getting us on official podcast platforms. And the people that I've been talking with are literally nothing but foot on the gas. You motherfuckers better go. So I said, this is go month. We're in go year, actually. So we are going. But yes, I am definitely in go grow mode. So very much working on the podcast platforms, and learning some of the other things that we need, that I need to learn to continue the efforts of go mode. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not stopped doing the first assignment. So I'm working on assignment 1 and assignment 2 at the same time. Thank you very much, Denise.
Okie dokie. Ivory, Q.
I'm just pray for me. I'm getting there this week.
Getting there?
This week I'm on. Yeah, we're gonna do a little more this week. I went to New Orleans this weekend. I'm trying to recover.
From the New Orleans-ness.
Yes. From New Orleans-ness, yes. Yeah, so yeah, pray for me. We're gonna do this week. We're gonna do some more doing.
Q.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I started a new job last week, so everything else outside of my podcast and my job, I ain't did nothing else outside of that. So
And
everything shut down.
that's why we have a team. That's why we do what we do.
Oh yeah. Ivory, you got any last words?
Oh no, not just awesome conversation. I was just really wanted to say what Nikki was saying. So it's so important, just about confidence and just starting wherever you are. When she was talking, I was just thinking about that concept of like really treat yourself like you your own kid. Like what would you want for your kid? Like what would you really want for somebody you truly loved and wanted the best for? Like you have to treat yourself like just like that. And so if it's a lack of confidence, it's a lack of anything, like start working on it.
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say. That's what I keep saying. Like you got, if you think confidence is just something that people are gifted with or it's in their DNA, then you will also think that it's unattainable.
Right.
And it's not the truth. It is attainable. You do have to practice it. And this is another thought that just came to me. Hopefully I can hold it. You cannot be confident where you're uncomfortable. And if you are, and when you do things that you've never done before, it's going to be a natural thing for you to be uncomfortable. So one thing I always tell people is, and this goes back to even what we've been talking about with our January, February assignment, you have to make it a practice to do things that's outside of the box. That's the only way you can convert something that's uncomfortable to potentially becoming something that's comfortable. And if you allow something to be comfortable, then that's when you can build your confidence. And some idea that we've been flirting around with is, well, is confidence specific or is it general? What I'm talking about right here is a general confidence. How we talked about how confidence in one area can translate over into other areas. Like we were talking about Denise auditioning for Broadway. The practice that she did, being uncomfortable with something until she became somewhat comfortable enough to do it. And that comfortability gave her the confidence to push further and further in one area. And her pushing further in that one area has now opened up doors for her to be able to push in other areas. It's a stepping effect. But if she didn't take the first steps, then she wouldn't be where she at right now. So it's a process, and it's not something that's It ain't no DNA. It ain't something that some people are gifted with it, but you don't have to have a gift or it be in your DNA in order for you to develop it.
Yep.
Oh, can I just say this one thing? I know you're finna get off, but I was watching a podcast and the lady was talking about if you want to come off confident. I mean, I think you should really build that from the inside. But just a tip, if you want to appear confident, like a mixture of competence and warmth together, like finding the right mixture.
So the ingredient of competence
and warmth.
Competence and warmth.
That is. Because number one, first thing with competence is doing what you say you're gonna do. Completing tasks, completing assignments. If you make that a habit, then it gives you confidence that anything I think about or put my mind to, I've developed a habit of my follow-through. My follow-through game is solid.
Come on, somebody.
But think about
the other element of confidence is the positivity in it. And then that's what you said, competence and what?
Warmth.
And warmth.
So
being
I can
positive,
listen,
looking at things in the right light.
I can listen to you while you talk. I can ask you questions. I can look you in the eye. I can be empathetic. And I'm also a competent person. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm about. That mixture together is going to give you that confidence.
Recipe.
Or that look of confidence.
Well, and all I'm thinking about, Ivory, is I feel like competence and warmth almost makes that person like a perfect receiver, right? Like they're like, you know what I'm saying? If you could have an antenna that says, I'm going to definitely get whatever signal you're trying to send. If you lead or if you stay open with confidence and warmth, like that's almost a confidence in itself. Like you have to be confident in your insecurity to be competent and warm. I think that is, that's an absolute wonderful combination.
Yeah. Work on my competence.
Hell yeah. Competence.
Ooh, and Ivory and I talked about
I've been working on my
the enemy of competence is procrastination, which is something that we talked about that we're dealing with.
Potentially procrastinate.
Well, procrastination sometimes is fear.
And that'll kill your confidence. You talking about my personal confidence killer. I feel like a confident person, but procrastination, not only does it kill my confidence, but it sends my anxiety through the roof too. So I got to work on it.
You might need a deadline. Hey, let me tell you guys something while I'm here. Let me plug myself. Every Monday in March, we are doing something called Creative Jumpstart. Now, mind you, this works for more than just creatives. But Creative Jumpstart is a program that I created to help you take one idea to just the idea to a completed project. Okay? So if you want to do that, hop on Eventbrite, join me. We've been lightly doing it in Freethinkers. I don't know if you've noticed that I've been using you as my test subjects. So if you want the intensive to this, you'll join class. Q, any closing words?
Yeah, I got a thought. I get my thought out after we get off of here.
Okay.
Because it's jumping back the other direction, but Ivory said something. Never mind. I'll tell when we get back. But no, that's it. That's good.
All right.
All hearts and minds clear.
That's it.
All right.
Hearts and minds clear.
All right.